Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have returned to Sparta after our little trip back to Boeotia in the previous episode. And I thought, you know what, before we continue with our main mission and check out the next task we are supposed to do for the Spartan kings, how about we have a look at that one side mission that I found earlier. So for this purpose I've come to Pitana, which is like this little village, and apparently our side quest is over here. So yeah, let's go and check it out. Okay, apparently it's this lady. Let's talk.
Are you Cassandra of House Ayad?
I am.
I am Xanthi, magistrate of Pitana. I have a noble task befitting someone of your high station. My son is to start his military training at the Agogi. My husband is away at war, and I have official business to attend to. Can you escort him for me?
Okay, well, I mean, that seems like an easy enough task. And I suppose it doesn't hurt to make some friends around here, right? So yeah, sure, I can do this for you.
I can escort your son to the camp, master.
Good. He'll learn how to be a man like his father and brother, or he'll die trying.
Right. You'll need to pay me. I would be honored to help. I don't know. I don't really need the money. And like I said, I think it would be a good idea to make some friends around here. So maybe having like a favor from her might be a better idea than just getting some money.
It will be my honor to take him to begin his education as a Spartan.
You are an agent of Zeus.
I don't pretend to know the thoughts of the gods, but I'm happy to guide your son.
My youngest is a dreamer. His head is filled with boyhood stories. He must learn how to serve his nation first, and then his family.
It's not an easy path.
He will find glory as a true Spartan soldier, or die bravely in the attempt. There is no greater way to honor Sparta. You'll find the Agogi camp southwest of here, near the foothills of the mountains. Makarios, come here.
Hello, I'm Cassandra.
I am honored to meet you, Eagle Bearer. I can't wait to learn to fight like my brother Theoros, and to hear all your stories of deadly monsters and glorious adventures.
I'm not sure if we have enough time for that, but sure.
This way, Cassandra. The Agogi is up in the mountains, so we get then closer to Olympus.
Alright, let's do it, Makarios.
What's it like being a mercenary?
I do what I must to get by.
My brother said the same thing about being a man in Sparta. We learn to fight, to die for our family and our country. I can't wait.
You love your home, eh?
I do. We are strong and we are free. And any man would happily give his life for his city, his fellow soldiers, and his children.
So how many children do you have?
Oh, no, none. But when I'm older, I'm going to marry Athena, and we'll have the strongest sons.
Well then.
You certainly have some big plans, little boy.
Do you know why a Spartan soldier can lose his helmet or spear without worry? But if he loses his shield, he is punished beyond all measure.
Tell me.
It is because a soldier needs his helmet and spear to defend only himself. But his shield is dearly important for the safety of his brothers and the whole battle line.
I see. I didn't know that. Also, it's weird weather today, is it not? Like kinda misty and slightly rainy?
What of your brother?
Theoros? He's the best. He's amazing to watch in the games. He's fast and strong, and he can throw the javelin and discus farther than anyone.
Oh, yes?
I'm faster than anyone my age, but Theoros is like Heracles himself.
He sounds like a god made flesh.
He's my hero. He even sings like Orpheus. Do you want to hear me sing? Though Mother says I sing like a harpy.
No, that's okay. I'll be glad to meet him.
Well, I didn't need to hear a demonstration, to be honest. Alright, is this a camp? Talk to Yatrocles, the Agoge master. Sure, let's see. Where is the master? I guess it's this person over here. Let's talk.
Here, I bring you a new charge, trainer.
Makarios, son of Serios.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to see my brother.
Quiet, boy. No questions. You'll focus on your own lessons and duties, and speak when spoken to.
Yes, sir.
You'll taste dirt and blood here. I'll force you to eat 1,000 bitter lessons to harden you into the bronze shield your city needs.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mistios, you look like you've been in a few scrapes.
Well, I guess so. I've been in a fight or two. Warriors who break tend to fall fast. That sounds like, an intelligent thing to say.
I don't waste breath describing my exploits, or trying to scare children.
You speak like a Spartan. Let's see if you've learned anything else.
Sure, let's give them a spectacle. I'll try not to shame you too much. Well, I think the Spartans like if you're a little bit brash when you're picking your dialogue options here, so I guess I'll pick this one.
I'm no child for you to loom over. Feel no shame when you ask for mercy, old man.
Alright, I guess we will fight this guy now. And I'm guessing I can use my sword here because it's not a real battle anyway. There we go. Yep, he survived that. Let's talk.
Wow, what a battle! You fought like Atalanta!
You do fight with the strength of the gods.
Right, so now that I've shown my proficiency, is that all that I have to do here? Apparently yes, but it looks like he actually has like a follow-up for me, right? Let's talk.
Now that we know you can fight, I have a serious matter to discuss.
Oh?
2 of my older students have gone missing, and I need someone I can trust to find them.
They should know enough to take care of themselves.
Yes, but the world is full of unexpected dangers, and I cannot leave my charges to investigate properly.
Okay, so you want me to look for your students. I see. Sure, I can do that.
I can look for them. Tell me what I need to know.
So what exactly were they doing?
What were their last orders?
I had sent them to a lookout camp, where they were to survive on their own for a few days. It is up to them to treat it seriously. But when I went to check on them, there was no sign.
Okay, well, so what are the potential threats in the area?
What dangers did you expect them to face?
The students learned to watch for wolves and bears, but I saw no spoor.
Perhaps a different sort of beast.
Well, I guess I will investigate.
The 2 students who are missing are called Akamas and Theoros.
Theoros? Makarios' brother?
Oh,
The same.
oh.
I fear I have failed the magistrate.
I'll look at the campsite and see what I can
see.
find.
I guess I will try to find out what happened to them. And maybe I will be able to bring back the brother. Also, may I point out that some of the students training here are apparently girls. Now, that is not entirely inaccurate. I do believe the Agoge in particular was only supposed to be for boys. But the Spartan girls also received like physical training and exercise. So, for example, that little scene at the beginning of the game where Cassandra was training with her father was not entirely unrealistic. Something like that may have happened. Now, the girls were not specifically trained with the intention of making them warriors. The Spartan soldiers, in the end, were male. And the women were obviously expected to, bear a lot of children. So you have a future generation of Spartan soldiers available. But the idea was basically that if our women are healthy, they will be able to give birth to fit and healthy children. So we give them exercise as well. For the same reason, by the way, Spartan women were not married off like with age 10 or 14 or whatever. But they usually weren't expected to marry until they were like 20 or older, because again, you know, if they're actually grown up and not like half children, they will be less likely to die from childbirth. So that was mostly the reasoning behind it. And that's the reason why the girls also did training to stay fit and healthy, so that they could, you know, bear healthy children and not die while doing so. But still, overall, Spartan women had significantly more status and rights than those in the rest of the Greek world at this time. For example, Spartan society was matrilineal, meaning the property was inherited from mother to daughter, so they owned the land, and that obviously gave them more influence in like political matters as well. While in the rest of ancient Greek, women didn't really have many rights at all, and they certainly weren't allowed to like own property. But yeah, let's continue and let's try to find the brother. And let's see if he's going to die the moment I find him. I mean, that happened certainly before. In this game and in the other game that I'm currently playing, as has been pointed out. But let's see, maybe he's still alive. Well, I'm starting with some blood apparently. Is this blood? Might be blood.
A lost shield.
Oh.
That is a bad omen.
Haven't we just learned about losing your shield? Yeah, this isn't good. Lots of blood.
Signs of battle.
Okay. But we do have more clues around here.
A burned patch. Someone dropped a torch in surprise.
Okay. So maybe they were ambushed. But the question is, who ambushed them? Apparently I need like one more clue somewhere around here. Oh, I see. I'm just supposed to follow the blood. Oh, well, I guess we found one of them, huh?
A body. He doesn't look much like Makarios or Xanthi. Must be the other boy.
How do you make that determination? But okay, I guess we're going to work under the assumption that this is not Theoros, but like the other guy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to follow in, you know, the vague direction of the blood, but the investigation area ends here, so the clue must be somewhere else around here. But so far, I'm not seeing any. Ah, here we go. More blood.
A trail. Someone ran towards the mountain heights. Could be Theoros.
Okay, so we do have a trail. Find and talk to Theoros. Theoros is in Laconia. He's on Mount Taygetos. He's hiding in the Cave of Sorrows. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen that cave when I did my exploration stuff. Well, maybe I have not. Oh, yes, I have. There we go. So, I know exactly where to go. And if I didn't, we do have a more or less obvious trail of blood that I can follow. So yeah, let's find out what happened to him. Oh, I'll take that. I'm always a little bit short of iron. Especially when I'm trying to upgrade my gear. That takes a lot of materials. Okay, looks like this is our cave.
Found him.
Okay. Toikos. We got a rogue. So I guess some bandits or whoever ambushed the boys, killed one of them. I'm not sure if Theoros is in here as well. If he is, I can't see him via Icaros. But okay, let's be careful here. We may have to kill a few people. And again, I think in the interest of speed, I'm actually going to just kill them.
This area will be well defended.
Okay, is there like enough cover for me to sneak up on them? Okay, it's just 3 people, right? So... Oh, and it looks like Theoros is still alive, huh? There's like one guy apparently being held captive. Alright, whatever. I'm just going in and kill them. It's not like this is going to be a very difficult endeavor, right?
You'll die here.
Here you go. You are dead. And you are dead.
God, be good. Please untie me.
Don't worry, I'm here to help you.
Have mercy. Cut me free.
Yes, hang on a second. I wanna pick up my loot.
Butcher me.
I was just waiting to see if that fire is going to spread even further. Also, there's a treasure that I would like to take. I hope you're not in a hurry. Okay.
Damn, that's good leather.
Yeah, sometimes Cassandra is like shockingly flammable. She just stands like next to a torch and whoosh, she's all on flames. But okay, now let's talk. Oh, I have to free you first. Okay, let's do it.
You have my thanks.
You're actually older than I expected. I thought maybe he would be roughly the same age as Makarios, but apparently he is significantly older.
My gratitude, warrior. I was certain I would not see another day.
What's your name?
Theoros.
Okay, it is him. Your trainer will want to know what happened. Your brother will be happy to hear you're alive. Well, I'm pretty sure both of it, but I'm mostly happy for the brother.
Your brother worships you and will be overjoyed to see you.
Makarios. Has the time come for him to join the Agogi already?
Yes, he already studies with trainer Iatrocles.
Curse all of Olympus. He isn't ready for this.
Okay, you think so? Your brother needs you, be a man or a coward, your choice. Well, I mean, he's in the Agoge now, whether you want to or not, so maybe you should just make sure to help him.
The world is tough, but if we look out for those we love, we can shield them from at least a little harm.
I do not know that I can face my brother, all my brothers, again.
Of course you can. Makarios worships you. But you can use that love to fuel your bravery and defeat your fear.
Right.
Retrieve your shield from where you left
Alright,
it
he
and
lost his
return to the
shield,
Agogi.
so
Soon you'll embrace your brother again.
he feels ashamed because of that. Well, I'm not going to tell anyone.
Thank you, my friend. I will. Please, tell my mother that her sons will do the family proud.
And you get a second chance. I believe in second chances, as evidenced by all the rather shady people that I recruited into my crew to give them a second chance, right? But okay, talk to Xante about her sons. Okay, I may want to pick up some of the ore in here. That's like a good opportunity to grab some of that stuff. And then I'll return to Xante and tell her about it. It's probably going to take me a few minutes to get back there anyway. Alright, I am back in Pitana, so let's go and talk to Xante again.
What do you have to share with me, Mystios?
Makarios is well placed at the Agogi. The trainer, Iatrocles, Will be a hard task, Master, but he will grow strong and brave.
God's willing, he'll find a way to endure and thrive. It is not easy to send one's heart into the world.
He's eager and bright, and he has Theoros there to guide and inspire him. They will support each other.
You demonstrate the wisdom of Athena, Eagle Bearer.
Well, thank you.
You are a blessing to this family. There are several in the region who could benefit from your presence, Eagle Bearer. Help them, inspire them, and I'll reward you.
Give me their names.
The farm owner, Laniki, as well as several of the town's important women, Zita, Zamia, and Zevkso.
Okay, well, that's quite a few people you want me to help. But like I said, I guess it can't hurt to make some friends in the region. So let's help all these important women. I mean, wasn't I just talking about how Spartan women had more influence and status than in most of ancient Greece? But yeah, let's see. What exactly do you want me to do for the farm owner?
Who is this farm owner?
Laniki runs the farm for her family. Recently, it has been underperforming. She blames the gods and believes the land is cursed. But I wonder if she's too quick to punish her ilotes.
Okay, well, I guess I'll look into it. And what about Zita?
What does Zita need?
Her daughter, Zoferas, is as wild and headstrong as an untamed filly. Zita constantly prays for guidance, but I suspect Zoferas needs a more grounded hand to direct her.
Okay, so what exactly am I supposed to do about it? But yeah, tell me about Damia.
What should I know about Damia?
She has two precocious children who rule the roost in the Agora. They reduce their tutors to tears and stir up the other age mates. She is hoping you can instill some respect in them.
Okay, well, these are some interesting problems you present to me. And yeah, what about Zuxo?
What can you tell me about Zevkso?
Her husband is off training for war, and she specifically requested an audience with you for help with something quite personal.
That could be anything. But okay, I guess I'll go and find the women.
I'll find them and see what they want of me.
May the Dioscuri watch over your path.
Well, thank you. Well, that's quite a few new tasks you gave me. Well, let's see. Are these like all separate quests? Oh, they are. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. We still have time left in this episode. I guess I'll just start with the one that is closest to our current location. Also, I think I'm actually going to skip until day, because it's a little bit nicer to do stuff during the day. But yeah, let's go and let's see what we can do about this first problem. Alright, I'm guessing this over here is the headstrong daughter. Let's see what we can do about this.
Oh, Ira and Aphrodite, please grant my daughter the virtue of obedience. Eagle Bearer, you bless this temple with your presence. If I may ask, I'm having a little problem.
So I
I'm
heard.
not the problem. I'm a Spartan. You keep at home supervising farmers while I could be out in the world finding adventure. You give my brothers the chance to explore. Why not me?
An explorer, are you?
So you're the eagle bearer everyone's been talking about. I hope you live up to your reputation. I'm Zoferas.
Could you please educate my daughter to behave as a Spartan woman should?
I'm not sure if Cassandra is the right person for that. I mean, she didn't grow up in Sparta except for the first years. And then she went out in the world and became an explorer, kinda. I mean, it wasn't really planned that way, but it's still kinda strange that you would ask her for help in that problem. But yeah, I guess I'll see what I can do.
If both you and Zoferas agree, I'll train your daughter to be a fine Spartan. Beginning with her physical strength, of course. It's the only way she can keep your household safe and prosperous.
The eagle bearer is right, Mater. Spartan women must be strong.
You can call me Cassandra.
I suppose if the Eagle Bearer says it. All right. Train my daughter as you see fit.
Let's begin your training with running. Try to keep up.
Okay, well,
The
that is
Spartans
easy
never
enough.
run. Only cowards do. Why should I train in running?
Well, running is important. Oh, I can flirt with her. Because running builds your fighting body, because running wins more battles. I mean, it's both pretty true. And I feel it's kind of a little bit abuse of the authority they've given to me by flirting with her. I mean, she is a grown woman, so it's not like she's like a little girl or whatever. But it still feels kind of weird that they put me in charge of her training and then I'm going to flirt with her. I don't know, I think in this case I'm actually going to skip the flirt option.
Spartans run into battle. The faster you run, the more glory you can earn.
That does make sense.
Let's race through the theater to the entrance of the Dromos. Last one there's a wounded goat.
Alright, let's run. Oh, she's fast. But maybe I can just take a few shortcuts. Run smarter, not faster. Alright, apparently still have to keep going. The entrance of the Dromos. Right, that is that large training field we've seen earlier. Alright. She's still running. Now, I would say she's at least as fast as Cassandra, but she took like a longer route. And she's like training like a true athlete over here. Look at that. You're doing fine.
Glad you could make it.
I'll get you next time.
Now we'll race horses. But not like they do in athletic games. We'll make our own course.
Horses? Why should I bother with those filthy beasts? We have Elotes for that.
Well, because your enemies might be riding horses, so maybe you should do that as well. A horse can be your best friend. A horse is a true power at your control. I mean, the flirt options don't seem that bad, like as a general advice, but I guess they're supposed to be like a double entendre, and she's probably going to deliver them in a very seductive way. So I guess, again, I'll pick the non-flirty option.
Horses are your most loyal partners in battle. Treat them well, and they'll never disappoint you.
That's really sweet.
Let's race to the bridge south of Sparta. Ready? Go!
Alright. Let's do it. Again, I'm just going to follow the quest marker, but I may take some shortcuts. It's not like I can actually make the horse go faster than it is. It's more or less just using the same speed all the time. Oh, well, it does go a little bit faster once you leave settlements and stuff, but it's not up for me to decide when it's going fast. Cassandra didn't even go that fast with her horse. That wasn't a race, that was just like a little leisurely ride.
And that's how you master a beast.
That was more speed than mastery.
How are my lessons so far, Zoferas?
Not bad. But why did you decide to teach me anyway? Don't you have more exciting things to do? Treasures to find, tyrants to depose.
Well, now both my options are flirt option. Well, that is interesting. Teaching develops your skill. Teaching is the best way to get close. Why do I have only flirt option available now? Well, I guess in that case it doesn't really matter what I pick.
The secret is, by teaching a skill to someone else, you're also improving your own technique. That's the only way you'll both reach peak performance.
You'll have to show me your technique.
Do you have a suggestion for our next bit of training?
There's a place I found in the southern hills with a wonderful view. Will you go there with me?
I like the view already, but let's go.
So, does that bird follow you everywhere?
Ikaros? Yes, he likes to keep an eye on me. Are you jealous?
If you don't mind being watched, I don't either. Did Zeus give you any special powers? You know, Achilles got invulnerability, Heracles the strength of a god.
If you know the old stories, you know what Zeus is especially good at.
You have that kind of talent. Just call me Pandora.
Well, apparently Cassandra is flirting even when she doesn't really intend to. She's just that seductive and irresistible. But I mean, Cassandra does have special powers, you know, eagle vision. So there is some sort of gift from the gods here. Well, that is apparently already prepared for us over here.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think I'm beginning to understand you, Cassandra.
Are you? Tell me, who do you think I am?
It's hard to predict how you'll answer my questions. You're a complicated person, aren't you?
You might be right. But really, why did you bring me out here?
I thought we could continue with some more intensive training, Cassandra. If you've got some energy left.
Well, there goes my attempts not to flirt with her. She is definitely taking the initiative here. No, let's just be friends. Yes, let's see what your body can do. Well, I mean, I don't really mind either way. I just thought it didn't seem all that appropriate, but I mean, she is definitely going for it, so yeah, sure, why not?
Well then, let's begin our advanced lessons.
Alright, apparently I've trained her enough now, and I hope your mother is going to be happy with that.
Thanks, Cassandra. You inspired me to train harder.
Okay, well, I mean, apparently whatever Cassandra did, it worked. And for some reason it's night again. I guess it just took so long to train her. So let's make it day again. And I think we might have time for at least one more of our little tasks here. Let's see. There's one over here, a goddess blight, a treasury of legends. I guess I'm just going to fast travel back to Sparta and we will check out that quest next. But yeah, I guess Cassandra just can't help herself. She just has to bet everyone who is even remotely interested. But since the romances in this game are mostly like inconsequential, sure, why not just go for as many of them as possible? I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, let's see what kind of skills the next task requires. This is a leader house, right? I shouldn't be running into that. Already taken care of that problem. So, I guess our next task is waiting for us over here. Okay, so how can I help you?
You are the Eagle Bearer. Wonderful. Magistrate Xanthi has spoken highly of you.
Very kind of her.
So here's the thing. My children have promising futures, but they refuse to learn and study.
Okay.
They think they know better, but they can't recite a poem to save their lives.
Where do I fit into this?
They've heard of the Eagle Bearer and worship the ground you walk on.
Okay.
If you related an epic story to them, I'd bet they retain it and impress their tutors.
I guess I can tell them a story. That's a little bit different, but sure, I'll do it.
It's an odd request, but I've been asked to do stranger things. I'll do it.
My children
Yeah.
are waiting inside the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas for today's epic story. The subject is Paseos, which they should know well, but seem to forget all when questioned.
Okay, I'll do my best. I'll tell the story like it was my own. I guess we'll see about that. I'll do my best.
I know the story well, of course, but my preferred version may not be what your children expect.
Do not fear. If you need a reminder, there are many relics related to Perseus in the hall adjacent to the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas.
Good to know.
Okay, the story of Paseos. Yeah, I'm familiar with the story. I'm not sure how many details I would get right. So maybe I should be looking at all the artifacts. Gorgon Shield. Paseos was given a mirror-bright shield from Athena, protector on the command of Zeus Most High. Paseos could safely face a Gorgon Medusa without turning to stone by looking at her reflection only in the shield. Right. I remember the story, so that's good. Olympian Discus of Paseos. His adventures done and newly married, Paseos returned to Argos and took part in honored games. He threw the discus, he soared so far and so fast it flew into the stands and killed King Acrisios by mistake, fulfilling the oracle's prophecy. For example, I didn't remember that detail. Sickle of Hermes. Hermes, keeper of the flocks and ram-bearer, gave the shining sickle to Paseos on command of Zeus Most High. Statue of Zeus. When King Acrisios heard a prophecy stating one day his grandson would kill him, he locked his unwed daughter in a room of bronze. Zeus saw her, fell in love with her beauty, and took a form of a divine golden rain to visit with her. I guess this is actually the beginning of the story and continues over here. Paseos and his mother Danae were found and rescued by the fisherman Discus. Paseos was raised by him and taught to fish and hunt and ride. This is the fish net he used to trap fish, mollusks and other sea creatures. Okay. Wooden debris from Argos. A piece of debris from a wooden crate. King Acrisios forced his daughter and her baby into the box and had the crate cast into the wild sea, for he knew if he killed them directly he would earn the wrath of Zeus. That is almost as good as killing them directly, though. I mean, it's a little bit of a cop-out, is it not? But okay, I've been refreshing my memory about the story of Paseos, so let's see if I can tell it properly.
Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Baron. We've heard all about you.
Oh, great.
Are you going to tell us a story today? Do we have to listen? We've heard it 100 times.
Yes, that's me. And yes, I'm telling you a story.
Okay, let's see. Let me tell you of Paseos. Listen well to the epic tale of Paseos. Yes, let's do it.
Let us sing with the voice of the goddess about the exploits of brave Perseus and noble Pegasus.
Poseidon visited a mortal woman as a dolphin. Zeus visited a mortal woman as a golden shower. A golden shower. It's a weird way to put it. But yeah, it was Zeus, so it's gotta be this one.
Acrisios, the king of Argos, was not a good man. He had one child, a daughter, Danae. Bitter that he had no son, he went to the oracle of Delphi and heard a prophecy that chilled him.
Ooh, what was it?
The oracle said Acrisios would be killed by his grandson. But Danae was unmarried and childless at the time. To protect himself, he locked Danae in a bronze room open only to the sky.
Ooh!
However, mighty Zeus saw the girl and fell in love with her. He transformed into a golden shower and seduced her. Danae gave birth to a son, Perseus.
I knew it.
King Acrisios couldn't kill the boy for fear of angering Zeus. So he put his daughter and grandson in a wooden crate and tossed them into the wild sea to be drowned.
How horrid! Poor Paseos.
Okay, so now I gotta pick an option again. Paseos grew up under the care of a fisherman Discus. Amphitryon and Alcmene found and adopted an orphan, Paseos. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would have gotten this right. I mean, the names seem familiar, but they might be from a different myth. But thanks to the items I've just seen in the temple, I know it was a fisherman, so this one.
Perseus and his mother Danae were rescued on the island of Seriphos. And Perseus grew up under the care of a kindly fisherman, Dictys.
Lucky them. Did the gods help?
Maybe. Perseus learned to swim and ride and fight, and how to be good and just, even though his father was only a fisherman.
I can do all those things too.
I'm
Good
sure
for
you
you.
can.
Except swim or be just.
Hush. Now,
Well, you can
Dictys'
learn
brother
both of
was
it.
the ruler of the island, but he was not a good man.
He's scum.
Right. You tell it, little girl. An evil ruler wants to marry Danae. Paseos goes on an impossible quest to stop him. Paseos sees beautiful Andromeda but must solve an impossible riddle to save her. Oh dear. I guess it's this one.
The cruel king of Seriphos, Dictys' brother, Polydectes, decided he wanted to marry Danae, for she was still beautiful and noble. But Perseus knows his mother does not want this. Dictys couldn't stop his brother, so it was up to Perseus to interfere and be annoying.
Christos, that's your job. I would keep the stinky king from marrying you.
The cruel, stinky king became angry. To get rid of Perseus, Polydectes sent him on an impossible quest. Prove yourself a warrior and fetch me a worthy wedding gift, the king said, by killing a great monster.
I knew it! I knew it too.
Okay. Paseos must get the golden fleece from a monster whose gaze turns all to stone. Well, that's definitely a different legend. That's about Jason, right? Paseos must get the Gorgon's head as a gift for King Polydectes. Yes, this is the right option.
Polydectes told Perseus to bring back the head of Medusa, the Gorgon whose gaze could turn anyone who looked into her eyes to stone. Polydectes knew that Medusa would be Perseus' death.
That stinker!
But the evil king did not know Perseus was favored by the gods. Hermes gifted Perseus with winged sandals and a silver sickle, and Athena gave him a bronze shield, polished, mirror bright. Perseus flew to Medusa's lair and used the shield to watch her reflection. He cut off her head with the sickle of Hermes. As she died, the winged foal Pegasus sprang from her neck.
Yes!
Flying home, Perseus found the maiden Andromeda chained on the Ethiopian cliffs, waiting to be sacrificed to the baleful sea monster Ketos. Perseus used Medusa's head to turn Ketos to stone, rescued Andromeda, and married her.
Take that, Ketos!
Perseus returned home to find King Polydectes relentlessly pursuing Danae. They quarreled, and Perseus showed the king his wedding gift. When he saw Medusa's head, Polydectes turned to stone.
Yes!
Well, Cassandra does tell the story well. I understand why the children like it. Paseos competes in games and accidentally kills Acrisios. Paseos fights Hades, forcing him back into the underworld. Now it's number 1. Again, I don't think I would have remembered that, even though I have heard the story before, so it was a good thing we had these artifacts in the temple.
Perseus traveled to Argos with his family, and one day competed in the Great Athletic Games. He hurled the Discus, and his throw was so great that it shot into the stands and struck King Acrisios. So doing, Perseus killed his grandfather and fulfilled the prophecy.
Hurrah! You can't escape your fate.
In the end, Perseus and Andromeda settled in Mycenae as king and queen, and had 7 sons and 2 daughters, the Perseidae.
That was a great telling of the tale. I'll never forget it. Maybe the best. I can't wait to tell all my friends.
Okay, well, apparently the children are very impressed.
Aw, thank you. I couldn't help overhearing the end of your story. Truly inspiring, Eagle Bearer. Thank you.
Of course, it would be kind of interesting to see how this quest goes if you choose all the wrong options. I mean, is she just going to invent a completely new story? How are the children going to react? That is certainly something that I would like to listen to at some point. But I think for the sake of this quest, it's better to actually do it right. Anyway, can I talk to the kids again?
I told the story of Perseus to my tutor, and he said it was the best rendition he'd ever heard. My mother is so happy with us.
Well, I'm glad I could help you with your studies here. Okay, well, we managed to get at least 2 of the tasks done, but there is at least 2 more, as far as I can tell. So I guess I will actually continue with these side missions in the next episode, but I guess they won't take the whole episode, I hope, and then we can go back to our main mission and take care of the champion for the Olympics. So yeah, let's end the episode here. As usual, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.